Welcome to the channel where we teach CPAs, accountants, everyone, sales, right? Tax preparers, enrolled agents. This video is really dedicated to anyone in the finance industry while you're losing deals. And I think a lot of people run into this problem. If I know more about the competition, people should buy from me. I think that's what you guys think, okay? And that's not true. The best accountant doesn't always win. The one with the Stanford degree, the Ohio State, all the certifications, they're not always winning, right? The ones that are closing the deals are the accountants who communicate certainty. Okay? Certainty. The accountant who communicates certainty will always outdo you. Every single time. Why? Transfer of emotion. Okay? And that's why some accountants charge $200 while others charge $2,000 a month for the same type of client. So today I'm going to show you exactly why accountants lose deals even when they're technically better. My number one main point I'd like to make today is that accountants are over-explaining. The average accountant gets nervous on sales calls. So what do you guys do? You start vomiting information. Okay? You don't want to do that. What do I mean by that, right? So we reconcile transactions, we do monthly reporting, we categorize transactions, we handle compliance. Well, really nobody cares, right? Your prospect is not laying all night dreaming about reconciliations, okay? They're thinking, hey, why do I work so hard? Where's my money going? How do I finally grow this thing? Why does my business feel chaotic? That's what they're worried about. How am I going to pay for this private schooling? All these things, okay? So you have to stop selling the accounting work and focus on selling the outcomes of using your services, which would be solving the problems that keep them up at night, right? My next point I'd like to make, and I think it's very important, is that people buy emotion first. Okay, so business owners are buying emotionally first, and then they justify logically afterwards. That means if your presentation, especially accountants, you guys got to get, almost step into a character and really let your personality out. Okay, that is so big. So if your presentation has zero emotion, you're dead. Just know I'm losing the deal. The more flat I am, the more boring I am, right? Boom, you're dead. So if a prospect's saying, hey, I'm overwhelmed, and you respond with, well, we provide financial reports every month, you're missing the point, right? Instead, you want to say something like, sounds like you've been carrying financial stress for a long time and you're tired of feeling blind in your own business. Well, that's going to land emotionally, and people buy from people who understand them, people who get them. Okay, so people buy emotion first. Here's my next point right here. Cheap accountants position themselves like commodities, okay? You don't want to be a commodity, all right? If all you talk about is bookkeeping, taxes, and reports, I don't know, you're becoming replaceable, okay? So now the prospect compares you to freelancers, cheap tax shops, overseas bookkeepers, software, and let me tell you, that's a dangerous game, okay? Elite accountants, you guys position yourselves differently. And all of you are elite, that's why you're on this channel. So start stepping into that identity and start performing at a higher standard, all right? This is what you guys should be saying. We help business owners increase profitability and improve cash flow and make smarter financial decisions. So now you sound valuable, now you sound strategic, now you sound like a business advisor instead of a what? An expense, okay? So I want them to view me as an advisor, not as an expense. So I got to get on the call and sell the outcome. Find the pain to sell the outcome. So show the ROI. Okay? Certainty closes deals. The more certain I am, it's like humans are mirrors. So the more certain you are, the more certain they'll become. They'll actually borrow your confidence. And it's a beautiful thing. It's called psychology. Okay? So the more you're certain, the more they're certain. What is it called? Neuro-linguistic sequencing, I think. I don't know. I'm not the best with big words, but who cares? Most accountants sound unsure. So when I talk with certainty, I'm good. Maybe, we kind of, that's all baby stuff. You can't talk like that. These people are business owners, right? And business owners are attracted to certainty. And leadership is what closes deals. And conviction is what closes deals. So if you don't believe in your value, why the heck should they, right? Understand that your job is to help people reduce stress, understand their money, grow the profit, create stability, and build freedom. Ding, ding. Ring the freedom bell, right? Those are the things that matter, so you need to speak like it matters. The accountants making the most money are not always the smartest. I can't stress that enough. The amount of accountants I ran into, and they're telling me what they're going and what they've got going on. But boy, when I'm talking to them, they really believe in themselves and what they're saying. So they're better communicators, and they understand psychology differently. So that's why they're getting more deals. It's not that they're better at, accounting or advising or strategizing. It's not that. It's they know how to connect emotionally, right? And they're positioning themselves as the solution. So that's really the difference. Now listen, if you want more videos on sales psychology, closing, objection handling, how accountants can grow elite firms, just make sure you hop in, do the liking and the subscribing. Check our school out, tax program, bookkeeping, advisory, get coaches afterward. Remember this, facts tell, emotion sells. We'll see you in the next one.